end, we have a special member in Vermont, Katherine, who didn't have a question, but just wanted to say something to you. So Katherine, you're up.
Hi, thank you. There are people closer to the Equal Pay Jersey who are actually on this call. And we just want to say thank you for supporting the movement and the jerseys and all that you've done for women's soccer. And this is Cameron. She's 13 and she plays soccer.
Cameron.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Hopefully we can somehow, somewhere, someplace meet on a soccer field and we can talk all things soccer, but you can always reach out to me if you need to. And I just want to say that this, pay equity space this conversation is exhausted because it's been going on for a long time. Even though this team has really embraced this work, this is 30 years in the making with this women's national team, and the unwavering, unflappable pursuit of getting there is incredible. But I hope one day, Cameron, for you, this conversation won't be happening and that we will have moved past it, because we understand that if you do a job, you get paid the same, because your worth, your value is equal to somebody else's who's doing that. So I hope that we will move past this and you don't have to have this. But if we aren't and we do, then you will continue this march, please. That would be awesome. Yeah,
Brandi,
there we go.
I love it. I cannot thank you enough. You're an incredible friend. You're an unbelievable role model. We are super blessed to have you, and we know how valuable your time is. So thank you for carving some out for us. We really, really appreciate it.
Without you and your group, honestly, I am standing side by side with you, right? We're all on this journey together, and I am really grateful for this opportunity. And if you ever need anything from me, you let me know, because I'm going to surely call on you.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you, Brandi. Thanks, guys.
You got it.
Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Take care, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Brandi.
Thank you.
Take care, Cameron.
Bye, thank you.
Use your left foot.
Yes. That's excellent advice.
You never know. You might have to take a penalty kick in the World Cup with it. Who knew? I never knew that was going to happen. So be ready.
Yeah.
Do you not know you were going to? So can you kick equally with both feet?
Yes, I can. But that was only because of practice.
How do you decide what you're going to do?
The coach told me. The coach told me this. Yeah.
Is that normal?
So,
like, do they normally?
No.
Oh, really?
No way. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So quick story. I know we're I don't want to hold anybody up, but leading up to that final, our practices, as I think all practices should be, was open to the public. Anybody could come and watch. And so I think Tony was a little bit wary that everybody and China had been coming to our practices. So he made sure that when we did set pieces and free kicks, that we used both feet and we went to all different parts of the goal and all different types of shots, which was really fun for us because we would set up these fun little games. We called it baseball, where Christine and I would be a team and Michelle and Mia would be a team. And we'd have 3 outs. And if you missed the goal entirely, then you'd have an out. But if you got a corner kick, if the goalkeeper made a save, then you get 1 more out back. And so we would just take all kinds of different fun shots and just have a blast with it. And so I had to practice left foot, right foot, in the upper corner, in the middle, on the side, whatever. And so as we were about to go out to the middle, when we were just, being told about who would be taking a penalty, the assistant coach, Lauren Gray, came over to me and said, "Hey, do you want to take a penalty?" And I thought, of course I do, because in the run of play, I would have taken a penalty. So I said, yeah, of course. She goes, okay, fine. A couple minutes later, Tony came over and he says, okay, you're going to take a penalty. And I said, yep, Lauren and I talked about it, no problem. And he goes, okay, you're going to take it with your left foot. And then he like literally ran away like the road runner. He just sped away. And I think back now on that moment thinking, boy, I'm really glad I wasn't, that didn't get into my head, because I was so exhausted that I don't think I had any space left for anything, right? It just was going to take the kick. So I didn't overthink it. I just relied on what we all should rely on, which is we have what we need, and all that we have is all that we need. So that's it. I knew I had it, just going to go up there and do it just like practice. And because Tony was the guy who brought me back to the national team, I trusted the heck out of that guy. You know, he took me from being a forward to being a defender, something I'd never done before. You know, he asked me to kick it with my left foot. I'm going to do it because he had supreme belief in me, and therefore I should have belief that I could do it. And who knew? I'd never taken a penalty with my left foot before in a match. I'd done it many times in practice. And so, you know, being here as the, you know, it was the World Cup final, probably not the first time you should do it, but maybe that was the right thing, you know. It turned out all right. So I'm not going to question his leadership or his coaching. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So Cameron, don't be afraid. If the coach says, hey, you're going to play a different position, or, hey, I want you to do something you've never done before, just say, all right, you know, why not? If they believe you can do it, then that's two people who believe, because you should believe and they believe. So why not?
That's unbelievable.
Thank you so much for staying on a couple extra minutes.
Yeah,
of
we got a little overtime. I love it. I love it.
I like a little overtime, you know me.
Yeah. Jessica, who joined the college, her daughter was on the Vermont team that did the equal pay jerseys, and her organization is the one that did the printing of the jerseys and got all the national media. So Jessica, Brandi, hello. Yeah.
Jessica.
Hello.
That is phenomenal.
It was really quite an experience, and it was an honor to support the team. They were phenomenal, such amazing spokespeople for pay equity, and they ended up they have an equal pay fund now at the Vermont Community Foundation, and they raised over $55,000 to increase access to sports for girls and support efforts to close the wage gap. So it's,
where do I buy one?
Well,
you ran out, right? You ran out, I'm sure.
They are collector's items, but I think we can get you one. You did the tweet. I think you sparked some of the national and then international attention they received. They were so stoked to read your tweet about them and calling them role models.
Yeah.
And there's a great film, I included it in the chat, that one of the senior co-captains made, a 5-minute documentary about the experience. And in the interview, one of them says, like, she called us a role model. She's our role model. How can we be role models? But they also really learned that they had a voice and they had influence, and it was phenomenal. And it's had ongoing repercussions around pay equity here in Vermont and beyond. So thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you. Way to go,
we'll
girls.
get you a shirt. We got one for Christine Lilly, because one of the teachers at VHS was her cousin's roommate. And we got one to Abby because her mother is best friends with another teacher's mother.
So the pressure's on.
We didn't know how to get
one. You gotta get one to Brandi.
And Cameron bought Megan's when she did a soccer clinic with Megan Rapinoe and delivered it. So yeah.
Wow, that's pretty
it's
neat.
also interconnected. All the flows of positivity.
Well, I you know what? I think the world is connected, right? We all need to take care of each other. Doesn't matter where we come from, what we look like, you know, what our backgrounds are. You know, I've always believed in the more unique, the more diverse, the better.
Yep.
You know, it would be too boring otherwise. So with that, I'm going to say thank you all very much.
Have a fantastic day, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yes, thanks, team.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.